Welcome to the Best Small Business Show. It is always great to be in the studio with BJ Flagg.
Thanks, Rich. I appreciate that. We are ready to get into the trenches today. Every day we are flooded with your emails and comments. We totally appreciate all of that. Today we are going to be launching into a new monthly format, once a month, audience Q&As. We have grouped the questions together into a central theme. So this month's theme is the pain point. Decision paralysis is suffocating your daily operations. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad for everybody.
Yeah, well, we get so many letters. We thought instead of just reading offshoot questions left and right, we'll group them into a topic, and then there'll be different problems under that topic, but it'll be actually interesting. We've always wanted to do this, so we're taking the charge, and we thought we'd do a Q&A every month and throw that in. So ultimately, we want you to stop overthinking and start executing more. And you know what's going to happen? We have your direct tactical solutions ready for you. So I hope you're excited about what we're talking about today.
For sure. And Rich, set the stage so that people can understand the audience questions and such.
Well, we need a mindset shift right now. Your business problems aren't unique. And it's funny, BJ and I talk about this all the time. We deal with clients and they're never unique. Nobody has this problem that they've never run into before. But the problem is we tend to sugarcoat our issues, and that's going to kill you in your market. If you need to have fact-based, ruthless execution is the only path forward. You need to take action, because if you sugarcoat the issues, you're never going to solve them. They're just going to hang around like old luggage.
Yeah. If you think you're ignoring them, you're not. You're not ignoring them. So let's dive into the 4 critical listener questions, because of them being pretty common to each other, and delivering 4 raw, unfiltered strategies today. Okay, I'm going to kick it off. The first one was cut the toxic top earner. I thought this was great. Question for Mark. My top salesperson brings in 40% of the revenue, but is completely toxic. Do I fire him?
Well, Rich? Mark, thank you so much for that email. I think it was an email we got. Here's our answer. Absolutely, yes. You need to fire them today, because at the end of the day, they are a cancer that is killing your corporate culture. Everybody else sees their bad behavior, their toxic behavior.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? The hidden costs of turnover outweigh their sales. You have to keep it in perspective. Good employees quit because you tolerated those bad ones. Don't do that to yourself. Just get rid of the person.
They're infecting everyone around them. So your action step is to terminate them immediately. Distribute their accounts to the other hungry reps and watch your team morale skyrocket. I've seen this happen constantly, where you ultimately make the decision to fire someone, and once you fire them, everyone comes to you and goes, I'm so glad you got rid of that guy. I didn't like it. I almost left. So.
Oh my gosh. We've been working on one website where we are on our 6th contact. Wow. And they have pushed it up to the board, pushed it back down to a new employee, and then pushed it back up to the board again. And not good. So number 2.
Number 2 is stop competing on price. Okay. We have a question from Sarah. Sarah, thank you. Thank you so much. She sent us a message. I'm working 80 hours a week and barely breaking even. What is wrong? Okay. And by the way, this is a typical issue that I run into all the time with my clients.
Oh yeah. And when this came over, Both Rich and I are like, put that one aside. Put it aside.
Yeah.
You are, Sarah, we love you, but you're commoditizing your own value. Competing on price is a guaranteed race to the bottom. We think there's an issue in there.
Yeah.
Could it be a boundary issue? Could it be a organizational issue? Could it be, something going on? But no, not 80 hours a week. That's just not for your own business.
Yeah. The key thing is barely breaking even. That means you're not
Oh,
charging the right thing. I've run into this with a few clients where, well, I need to keep the price the same for my older clients. And I go, premium clients will gladly pay for premium solutions. And if you're giving your clients top-notch service, they don't mind paying a little bit more. Bargain hunters are going to drain your time and energy. And you're going to know the minute you raise your rates, you're going to know the bargain hunters, the people that don't appreciate your work. They just look at you as a workhorse. And you know
yeah,
what? Those are clients you don't want.
exactly. Refer back to toxic.
Yeah.
The action step is raise your prices 20% tomorrow.
Yeah.
You will lose all the bad clients and you're going to regain your margins and your sanity. This is a step you have to take. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I have a client. They charge their client $500 a month. Okay, so if that person raised their rates, it would be $600 a month. And she works with small businesses. And I said, "What small business, if you're doing great work with them and they've been with you for years, would complain about $600? Would they go, oh, that's it, I can't pay it, and have to go out and start with someone totally new that they don't
Find
know?"
them, find them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
find them. You're absolutely right. Find them, test them, go with them, and they might not be as good, or they'll pay the 20% more. And nine times out of 10, they'll pay the 20% more. So this podcast is sponsored by New Renew Brand Marketing. New Renew is a full service agency building strong brands with clarity and vision. Their clients are reaching their potential with innovative messaging, results-driven AI research and analytics, with their audiences front and center. Reach out to BJ Flagg at newrenew.com today.
And this podcast is also sponsored by Rich G Business Coaching. Most business owners freeze when facing tough, critical daily decisions and questions. Rich G's coaching practice is built for you to break that paralysis. He helps you execute ruthless, profitable decisions. Are you ready to move up? Spend 20 minutes with Rich. No cost, no pitch. He'll bring 2 decades of results and solutions for you. Go to richg.com to sign up.
So let's get back into it. BJ, what's our third question?
Okay. Enforce or delete. This was one of my favorites. It's from David. Thank you, David. My team completely ignores our operational processes. Next steps? Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Rich.
Okay. Now, oh boy, nobody's listening to you, David.
Shocker.
A process without enforcement is just a weak suggestion. If you're putting these processes in place and nobody's listening, that's a problem. And at the end of the day, you're actively training your staff to ignore you and your processes.
We have a pretty large production system, and you have to put in, the emails get dropped in there, you have to maintain your account so that the future you can look back and say, oh, yeah, that's right. We use this person for printing. Well, what I'm trying to stress here is that you got to stop rescuing these people when they skip a vital step. And if you really look at it and you say, okay, I want to be a true leader, because true leaders hold their teams accountable for the entire system. When I see something starting to go astray and things aren't getting into the production system, I call somebody on it right away. Accountability is huge in this area.
Yeah, and BJ, the action step for today is institute a zero tolerance policy. Okay. One verbal warning, then formal write ups, and bring it out in front when you're having a status meeting with your entire team. Say, hey, Tom, you're not filling out the forms correctly. There's a reason why we do it. Everybody else is doing it. Everybody else does it, and they find it's very valuable. I understand you're a busy person, a busy bee, but you need to do it.
Yeah. And you got to be tough about it and call it right away. That's
Yeah.
one you do not want to have linger, Rich.
Well, number 4, our last one, is build to sell now. And this is one that BJ, we've talked about this a number of times in our podcast over the last 8 years. This is a question from Elena. Elena, I don't know. I worked with an Elena. This might be the same Elena. When should I actually start preparing my business exit strategy? This,
God.
how many times have we gotten this question? Oh my God.
So many times, so many times. I wanted to say when you don't have white hair. I wanted to say a lot of different things. I wanted to say you should have started yesterday. But frankly, when you start your business, you need to have your exit strategy in mind. That's got to be part of the whole entire plan.
Yeah.
A business relying entirely on the owner is fundamentally worthless. Think about this. Rich and I both have our own businesses, okay? But we also have intellectual property. We have an entire businesses running underneath us. All of those things need a succession plan. So you got to start when you start. That's just, common knowledge. Got to do it.
Yeah, I usually tell people that own businesses, you're going to do one of 3 things with your business. You're going to sell it, you're going to merge it, or you're going to power it down. And that's it. And so start understanding what are the ramifications of each, what are the financial ramifications of each. But buyers purchase automated systems. Okay. They're not buying you. You're going away. And the more that you touch things, the more that you make decisions, the more that you're running the machine, they're not going to buy it. They need to see automated systems, and they need to see recurring revenue that keeps coming in, clients that keep coming in. They absolutely do not buy an overworked founder. And I see this happening. I worked with an attorney, and it was one-man show, and he had an assistant. And I kept saying, you're getting older. You want to bring someone on to ultimately want to buy your practice, because you have all these clients, you have recurring revenue, you have systems in place. And he's like, no, and he's running it all himself. And I think he's just going to power down.
I was going to say power down. Number three, and that's not wrong. We're not saying it's wrong. It's just that, when you're running your own business, that's your retirement plan. You can definitely have a nice little retirement plan going there. So just some forethought, just some planning, you can really have something go well. The action step is to document every workflow. Make yourself completely obsolete by massively increasing your valuation. So for a company like ours, it's me stepping back. We actually have a joke about it. Okay, well, when are you going to take the 3 steps? Meaning stepping back from an account so that I'm not lead. Yeah. I don't ever want to be lead. I could step back in, say hello, do all the things, but how can you make yourself dispensable? Yes. It would be a great way to say it. That was a good question, Alana.
That was really great. So at the what we want to do is decisive action solves 99% of your business anxiety. So stop hesitating. Fix the root causes of these problems today.
And you know what? Faster decisions, better people, better business, better life. It's just the math.
Yeah. And thank you to our producer, Richard Scalzo, for making us sound great. And thanks for tuning in to the best small business show. And by the way, I did some searching on AI.
Yeah.
There aren't that many small business podcasts out there. We're one of the best. We are the best.
And we appreciate everybody's notes and emails. We really do. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to build this in. Every month we're going to be doing Q&A, so please send us emails and text messages and just reach out to us in any way that you can. Thank you so much and have a great day.